Here we have a SAT math question. Okay, let's go the information. An isosceles right triangle has a hypotenuse of length 58 inches. What is the perimeter in inches of this triangle? Okay, first let me draw an isosceles right triangle. Here I have drawn a right triangle. Okay, usually what is meant by isosceles? So whenever a triangle is considered to be isosceles, two of the sides must be equal in length. So in a right triangle, the side which is opposite to right angle is called hypotenuse. So let me name the vertices. This is A and this is B, this is C. So AC is the side which is opposite to the right angle. So AC is the hypotenuse, and also hypotenuse is the longest side of the triangle. So if it is isosceles right triangle, then AC is the longer side and the remaining two sides AB and BC must be equal in length. So then only the triangle ABC I have drawn can be an isosceles right triangle. Okay, so hypotenuse, AC is the hypotenuse, is the longer side, and since it's we assume it is an isosceles right triangle, the two legs AB and BC must be equal in length. Okay, here the length of the hypotenuse is given, that is 58 inches. Okay, we have to find the perimeter of this triangle. To get the perimeter of the triangle, I must be knowing the length of all the three sides. I know the length of the side AC. I have to find the length of the side AB and the length of the side BC. So once I know the lengths of all the three sides, I can find the perimeter by adding the lengths of all the three sides. Okay, I assume the length of the side AB is X. Then what must be the length of the side BC? So it should also be X, because it's an isosceles right triangle and this side are equal in length. Okay, so now to find the value of X, what I'm going to do is I am going to use a Pythagorean theorem. So according to Pythagorean theorem, if I add the squares of the two sides of two legs of a triangle, it must be equal to the square of the hypotenuse. Let me square the length of the side AB, that is X square. And also I square the length of the side BC, that is also X square. Now add the squares of the two legs AB and BC. It must be equal to the square of the hypotenuse, that is 58 square. So this is Pythagorean theorem. Okay, now when I combine the X square and X square on the left side, I'm getting 2X square equals to 58 square. Okay, now I divide both sides by 2. So when I divide both sides by 2, this 2 will cancel out. I'm getting X square equals to 58 square over 2. Okay, my aim is to get the value of X which represents the length of AB and BC. So once I get the value of X, I'll have the length of AB and BC. I can easily find the perimeter of the triangle. Okay, so for that, to get the value of X, I have to get up this square over here. So for that, I'm taking square root on both sides. When I take square root on both sides, the square root and square root cancel out. So I'm getting X equals to, usually when I take square root for a number, we will consider positive or negative sign in front of it. But here, X represents the length of the side AB and also the length of the side BC in the isosceles right triangle ABC. So X cannot be negative since it represents the side, the length of a side. So in this positive negative sign, we can consider only the positive sign. Okay, so here on the left side I have X, on the right side we have square root of 58 square over 2. So square root of this 58 square can be written as 58 times 58 over 2. Okay, already we know that in a square root for every two, inside a square root for every two same numbers multiplied, we can take one number out. So here inside the square root, particularly numerator, so we have the two same numbers multiplied, 58 and 58. So for these two 58s, 158 will come out. And so in denominator, so we just have only 2. So this 2 remains inside the square root. So we get square root of 2. Okay, so here I got the value of X, but here the denominator is an irrational number, so we have to rationalize the denominator. For that, I multiply both numerator and denominator by square root of 2. So then I am getting X equals to 58 times square root of 2 over, when I multiply the square root of 2 and square root of 2, I am just getting 2. And here 2 goes into 2 1 times and 2 goes into 58 29 times. So I am getting X equals to 29 times square root of 2. Okay, now I got the value of X. Now here in the triangle, this X can be replaced by the value what we got for X, that is 29 times square root of 2, and here 29 times square root of 2. Now I know the lengths of all the three sides of the given isosceles right triangle. I can find the perimeter now. Okay, let me write it. So perimeter of triangle ABC equals to, I just have to add the sides lengths of the three sides. So let me add 29 square root of 2, this length and this length 29 times square root of 2 positive 58. So when I add 29 square root of 2, 29 square root of 2, I'm getting 58 times square root of 2, because these two terms are like terms, because both the terms contain square root of 2, positive 58. Okay, we can write this 58 first, then I'm getting 58 positive 58 square root of 2. So this is the perimeter of the given isosceles right triangle. We find this one in option C. So the correct answer choice for this one is option C.